Hello, and a very warm welcome back to Gimme a Whole Yeah, the wrestling podcast with Dom and...
I'm Anthony.
There you go, that's us. And we're doing our Great Balls of Fire predictions.
Yeah, we thought we'd do something a bit different. We normally look at vintage wrestling, but today we're going to give our predictions for the Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view happening this weekend.
Great Balls of Fire.
I know. I don't know who came up. I don't know who came up with the marketing.
Frig.
With the two balls and
two fiery balls.
Fiery shaft. Who knows who did that? So
Vince loves it. He loves it. I bet he loves it. I bet he was there like, we're gonna have two balls, and they're gonna
make my balls bigger.
They're gonna be on fire, and yeah, it's gonna be a big shaft, and no one's gonna get it, but I'm gonna get it.
That was like half Macho Man, half Vince McMahon.
I am Vince. I don't know.
It's almost like Stephanie McMahon had a baby to Macho, which never happened.
Macho's fiery balls.
So let's talk about the matches on the card. So whoever loses predictions is going to do the cinnamon challenge. Yeah, we'll put that on the channel later on.
There you go. Yeah, that's going to be
Eat gross. A teaspoon of cinnamon. I think it's an old-fashioned thing. But
if anybody thinks we can do anything better, because I think the cinnamon challenge is a bit bollocks. So
I think it's rubbish, but write it down and we'll do it for the next one, the next predictions as well.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, cinnamon challenge. Yummy.
So first off, we've got in the pre-show Kira Tozawa versus Neville. Who you got and why?
Tozawa, man, because Tozawa's the shit.
Tozawa? Okay.
Yeah, Tozawa. Ha!
Okay. No, I don't think it's his time yet, and I don't think it's happening on a pre-show match, so I'm going to go Neville.
Tozawa, man. It's time for the Titus brand. The Titus brand is coming up.
Titus brand will... Yeah, I agree. It'd help with the Titus brand.
Realistically, you have a point. You have a point. Yeah. Neville is going to... Like, it may be somebody stronger, but then who is stronger in that division than Tozawa right now?
I'd argue Austin Aries was, but it never happened.
Well, it's never happened. It's never going to happen.
Well, there we go. So
he'll probably be back in commentary soon, I think.
Do you reckon?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hope not. I like him. Next match, Enzo Amore versus Big Cass, the big breakup.
Oh, man, that was... I thought it was really well done, the whole breakup thing, man.
I think it was all right. I think the... Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa was better. That was amazing.
We cried.
I didn't cry.
I cried. I cried, and I cried for days afterwards, man.
Confessions of Dom.
Anyway, this that's for later on. I'm sure they're going to have a massive feud on the main roster. I think they're both headed to the main roster.
I think Enzo was great, man.
Back to this. I'm talking Gargano and Ciampa, but Enzo was great last night on Raw. He did a great promo, which I managed to catch. I think he's the new.
Convinced me actually that he could.
He's
hold
the new
his
underdog. I think he's the new. They're positioning him well in my brain because I'm the best booker, I think that Enzo is going to be the new underdog.
The new Sami Zayn, the Sami Zayn of Raw.
The Sami Zayn of Raw. Sami Zayn has that position, just like Rey Mysterio had before him, and X-Pac had before that. Well, not even. I think at the same time, X-Pac and as the 1-2-3 Kid before that, rather, they both held that underdog position really well, and they were always. I think they might push Enzo to a high level. Whether he'll actually achieve that success,
I think he'll do good.
I don't think we'll get to see him get to Rey Mysterio levels, but certainly the mid card X-Pac type Sami Zayn.
I think Sami Zayn's got a higher ceiling, and I think he'll reach that higher ceiling eventually.
I think you're right.
I think Enzo could sort of reach the level Sami Zayn was at a few months ago.
Who's going to win? I'd like Enzo to win, but realistically, I'd like Tozawa to win, and I think Tozawa's in with a shot. I'd like Enzo to win. I don't think he's in with a shot of actually winning.
No.
So my pick for my heart wants Enzo, the underdog, to destroy the evil Big Cass who threw him down the ramp. So evil. What a dick. What a dick. But no, I'd love Enzo to win, and I'd cry if Enzo won. I'd be like, oh my god, he won, that's amazing.
You're that invested.
I'm totally invested in Enzo. That's the point, though. That's the point. So realistically, my actual pick is Cass, but I'd love Enzo to win.
Yeah, Big Cass is going to win. I don't think he's going to win by... I think Enzo's going to be disqualified. And I think he's going to be disqualified because somebody's going to come and help Enzo. And I think that's going to lead to a storyline with Big Cass.
Okay.
So whoever interferes, potentially Cena.
Ooh,
would be quite a good call.
Nice.
It could be the Big Show.
Nice,
Then you have Big Cass and Big Show.
Yeah, and then Big Show blatantly loses to Big Cass, putting over Big Cass.
Yeah,
that's nice. That's a nice booking decision.
There we go.
That's cool.
Next up, we've got the match that I really don't care about. This feud has been rubbish, in my opinion, so far. The Bray Wyatt and Seth Rollins.
Man, same again. I love Wyatt.
I really like Wyatt.
He's my favourite character. He's my favourite character. You know, like the Ravens and the Jake the Snake Robertses before him. He's the darker character that everybody wants to root for because, because he's just dark and alternative and weird. Yeah. He's straight up weird, but you're right. Like you've said to me before that you just can't get past that glass ceiling.
Not yet. The thing is, anytime if you give him a string of matches, he becomes a legitimate contender again. So,
well, if he won against Rollins, which would be preferable in my book, it would legitimize him on Raw.
It'd be preferable in my book.
Rollins doesn't need it.
Yeah. Who's going to win?
Rollins is going to win.
Rollins is going to win.
But I'd prefer Wyatt to win. But Rollins will walk away with it. It'll be Sister Abigail 1-2. Rollins kicks out like the hero. Everybody cheers, and then Rollins hits that ridiculous knee that he stole from Kenny Omega.
Yeah. But it doesn't pull it off anywhere near as good as Kenny Omega.
Anywhere near as good. You were right. And Wyatt will go down, and then on Monday he'll show up and he'll go after Balor. Because that was supposed to happen, but didn't.
What do you think we're getting? Balor, Seth, or
I'm talking about Wyatt. Because what happens is he loses, and the next Raw he comes out and he does his cryptic promo and he attacks somebody, and then he loses again. So in summary, I like Wyatt to win, but Rollins will win.
Yes, I agree. Rollins is going to win.
Somebody comment, tell me I'm wrong, because I'd love to be wrong.
Well, they'll comment after the match has happened, and then we'll be like, oh you got it all, well done.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman. I hate Roman Reigns. I've quite liked this feud so far.
Yeah, I think they're starting. You know what? It's going to take another few months, maybe a year, but the people are starting to come round.
Oh, what, to Roman?
To Roman.
Really?
Yeah, man.
I'm not feeling it.
He's a big merch seller. People are starting to come round to him, I think. I would prefer... Actually, I'm going to give this one to Strowman.
You're going to give this one to Strowman?
And I prefer him to win, but I actually think he's in with a legitimate shot.
Right.
Because everyone thinks Reigns is going to win.
Yep.
Everyone thinks Reigns is going to win.
Yep.
And it would catapult Strowman to the top if he won, and I think he could do Raw could do with a legitimate big badass
heel.
They
could, because Brock Lesnar doesn't turn up.
Unstoppable because Lesnar doesn't.
And then you've also got Samoa Joe as well. But I love Strowman.
We're going to talk about Joe, but Strowman's it's going to be a hard-fought match. Superman punch, about 50 spears. Strowman's going to kick out of all of them, looking like a legitimate ass-kicking machine beast who could destroy Lesnar, because they're going to we'll talk about this, but they're going to go from Joe and everyone in that match from months ago, with exception to Wyatt, will get a chance.
Yeah, I think so.
And I think Strowman's next.
I disagree. I think Roman's next. I think that they're going to move what there was. I'm hoping anyway, because the whole rumor was WrestleMania 34. Is it next year? Was going to be Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar. By the sounds of it, I think that's already getting stale. By the sounds of it, I think they're going to move that to SummerSlam. So I think for that match to work, you've got to have Roman Reigns go over strong here. And I think this is the blow off for Roman Reigns to win, and I don't think it'll hurt Braun.
I'm gonna call a reverse. I'm saying it's time for Strowman to move on to Lesnar, and Strowman will win.
Cool. So we've got a bit of a difference of opinion there. Next match is Dean Ambrose versus The Miz, Intercontinental title match. We've seen this too many times now.
Again, I love Ambrose. I think he needs to turn heel, just like I think Wyatt needs to turn face, to legitimise and reinvigorate the characters. As much as I want to hate The Miz, he is the most... one of the most over characters. I think people just people appreciate the Miz's ethic. People
I
appreciate
think
what
he
the Miz
makes
is doing.
the Intercontinental title mean a lot more than if Dean Ambrose has it. And who... I think it's going to be a face going after the Intercontinental Championship next. I'm not sure if it's going to be Balor, maybe, perhaps.
Yeah, that'd be good.
If that's the case, you need the heel to win. So I'm
Well, it's
going for
gonna be
the
the
meal.
Miz. Yeah,
The
the
Miz.
meal.
The meal.
The meal?
I want a meal.
Awesome, man. Awesome. After we're done.
After we're done.
Yeah.
So I've got the Miz and you've got the Miz.
I got something you can eat.
So,
You missed my dick joke. I was going to make a dick. I made a dick joke. And nobody got it.
Sasha Banks, Alexa Bliss.
I think Bliss, but I think Bayley gets involved and costs Banks.
Oh, so you're moving to Banks Bayley for SummerSlam? Mm-hmm. It'd be great.
Bayley needs someone to take her up. Like Bayley needs someone to reinvigorate her, and that's Banks.
Sasha Banks did it the first time. We should do it a second time.
I think they'll go for next NXT Mark II.
Yeah, well, it's great. Love to see
it. Trying to recapture that. That glory, that former glory, and I think hopefully it'll reinvigorate both characters. And I think. I'm potentially willing to say that Bayley might be the heel in that one. I think
do something different.
I mean, I think it's more obvious that Banks will be the heel.
Yep.
Again, because Bayley accidentally costs her in this match. I think it's an accident.
Okay.
When she costs her, so Banks will probably be the logical heel. But it'd be interesting to see if they U-turned on that one. I think so. But yeah, in summary, for this match.
You think Bliss has got it?
Bliss has got it.
I think that Sasha Banks is winning this one.
Okay.
And I think that she is winning by disqualification, so there is no turnover of the title. Either Alexa Bliss goes out, or potentially Nia Jax comes in and interferes in the match, which leads to what I think the SummerSlam match could be, which would be Banks, Bliss, and Nia Jax. I think it'd be a great triple threat.
Okay.
Give Bayley some.
That's a nice pick.
That's
a nice pick.
Potentially.
I mean,
So I think I'm
not looking forward to swallowing a tablespoon of cinnamon over it, but I think it's a good pick.
Yeah, we'll see. I think there's both. There's reason for both.
Yeah, totally. I'm excited to see that one. I'm excited to see either one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, but then I was excited for the Bayley Bliss match, and that ended up disappointing so much.
Yeah, like I say, I'd love to see. I'd love to see my scenario, where like
Well, that'd be good.
Like I say, I think a Bayley Banks match would be incredible,
great.
And it would legitimize both. But
I
like
do
I say,
think
that whole triple threat scenario, that's good too.
I think Banks Bliss you can hold on to for a bit and unleash it at any time when either of the characters are getting still.
Unleash the fury.
Unleash Banks, yeah. Next up, we've got a 30-minute Iron Man match for the Raw Tag Team titles.
Ooh.
We have the Hardys.
I've forgotten about that stipulation. That's a good one.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah, and I heard because I check out the interwebs, except for Dave Meltzer. Screw you, Dave Meltzer. If you're watching, basically, there's a lot of talk about Matt Hardy's apparently days away from now.
It'd be a good match for it to happen in.
Matt Hardy is days away from securing the broken trademark.
So is Matt gonna break in this match?
It would be a good time, wouldn't it?
It would be a good time.
I do not believe that Hardys will win.
You don't think the Hardys will win?
Nah, man, nah. This is all Sheamus Cesaro. I'm interested to hear why you think different.
I think
I'm surprised. I thought your money would be all over Sheamus Cesaro.
Who do you think is going to win? The Hardys?
Nah, Sheamus Cesaro.
Sheamus and Cesaro.
Cesaro.
Shamesaro. I think this is a really tough one to call. It sort of depends on the broken gimmick and what they can do with it, as the last few matches have been.
Well, they've been talking about. There's been rumours of them having it for months. So these are rumours, and the internet is rife with them. So, but I'd get excited. This would be a good time
to break him.
A good time.
Yeah. But then a steel cage match would have been great to have broken him in as well.
Yeah.
I think that they keep giving these matches in case they manage to get the rights and they are able to go that way. I think I'm going to go with the Hardys for this one.
All right, I'm with Sheamus and Cesaro.
Cool. Universal title match. Who have you got and why? I think.
Oh, man, I want want it to be Joe.
I want it to be Joe.
I want it to be Joe so bad.
It's not going to be Joe.
It's not going to be Joe, is it?
It's not going to be Joe.
It's not going to be Joe, man.
Brock Lesnar's got it. What?
It's not going to be a cakewalk for Joe. I think we will see Joe give Lesnar a better fight than the Undertaker did, and I believe it will give Joe legitimacy that will take him forward to a potential feud with, it'll be a main event. It'll be still a main event caliber feud. Maybe a Rollins.
The nice thing about this match is whatever, even if Samoa Joe loses, if he can put on a wonderful match against Brock Lesnar, and he has the talent to do it. Exactly, we've seen wonderful matches by him. I think with Brock Lesnar, there's a great story there. I'm just hoping Brock can.
I hate Lesnar. Well, he's just so obviously that's why he draws, but he's so overconfident.
I know. And
I don't know if you saw, but there was a segment I managed to catch on Raw last night where they did an interview between the two.
Yeah,
and Joe was on fire, and Lesnar was an antagonist. And you know what? I applaud. He is an antagonizing booger. Yeah. He is just an annoying. He's just got a weird head. Lesnar just got a weird head. Just a pink face and his big head.
He looks like a giant shrimp.
Yeah. Please don't kill me, Brock, if you decide to come to Hull and suplex me.
You could take Brock.
What?
You could take Brock.
Yeah, I could take Brock. I could take you, Lesnar. I could take you. Yeah.
No chance. You couldn't even take Enzo, man.
No, that's true. Me and Enzo would be a great tag team, though.
I think you would, yeah. You'd be the comedy act.
Probably.
I'm hoping it's a great match, but then I had high hopes for the Dean Ambrose Brock Lesnar match at WrestleMania 32,
that's true,
and it ended up disappointing.
That was Lesnar just refusing to work
with Dean,
according to Dean. I think that Joe is the premier heel.
Yeah, he is.
Raw.
Yeah. Fingers crossed, man.
No, I think he is already, and I think that while Lesnar will go over today because obviously he has to look strong for Lesnar, but then they could pull a Jinder. They could pull it out, and we could all be like, "Holy shit!"
Well, the nice thing about the only reason that I believe that could be a potential,
which is I think it's 10%,
even less than that. I mean, but the only reason it could happen is because I don't believe Brock needs to have that title to have a massive match at SummerSlam. I think the title's wasted on Brock. I think it was wasted. I think at WrestleMania,
the legitimacy is
it's important for the belt, but I think it's wasted in terms of matches potential, and storylines that they tell on Raw. If you look at WrestleMania, I think it was completely wasted, giving it to the Goldberg and Brock match. It didn't need it. Whereas the Festival of Friendship, the Jericho and Kevin Owens stuff had been so good, it didn't need. That was the match that should have had the belt, in my opinion.
Yeah, but I understand why, because merch sales, man, that's what drives everything. That's why Reigns is where he is.
Yes, let's. I mean, I really hope they push Reigns Brock forward so we can actually see some interesting things start to happen with the belt, because people like Balor are getting lost, and it's sad. So
it is. Well, so I'm giving it to Lesnar.
Brock. Great. Well, thanks for joining us today. If you've enjoyed the episode, give us a like and leave a comment down below.
Don't forget to check out WrestleMania 1, which was our first episode. And
we've done the Wrestling Rewind series. We're looking back from the very first WrestleMania and going through each pay-per-view. So if you're interested in early wrestling, give that a view. We give our comments and review on the matches.
Don't forget, if you want to support us, then you can find us on Patreon, Facebook and Twitter.
Give me a Hull, yeah.
Give it a Hull, yeah. Keep it gay, everyone.
Keep it gay.